All right. Now, I don't know if this was intentional or whatever, but it seems like the last 2 weeks were like the dawning of the EP. I've been feeling this for a while. I know that XXX Tentacion. Now, my man X, he had at least 11 tracks. I know my boy Little Pump, he had 15 tracks, but still, his little album or EP or whatever, it barely passed 40 minutes. But now we got this boy. The Locks, of course, they came out with a 15-minute EP that are only 4 tracks. All right. Now, for all y'all who don't know who the Locks is, the Locks used to be a premier group that came out of Bad Boy. They work with Biggie, shit like that. They work with Did Dog. They work with Diddy. They work with Mary J. Blige. They work with Mace. When Mace was actually popping and shit like that. They were pretty good. Of course, they came out with that album, Money, Power, Respect, which I heard this album and I'm like, a few questions popped into mind. Like their whole thing where they did Heist, part one, like where's part two at? Or part three, what the fuck happened to that? But you know what, these people have been dormant for while. And this is when they had like huge album uh, album tallies and tracks out of their ass. I think that's being brung back because Chris Brown about to release a 40-track album and shit like that. But of course, the Locks, my boys, they came out with like some type of EP that I heard, and it's only 4 tracks. So I'm trying to pace myself and listen to this, but it's only 15 minutes. So let's get into this. Now, of course, break it down. When I heard this, I'm like, damn, they're sounding so dated because they're using styles that was old in the 90s where you have that sample, you have that lyric sample, the chopping of lyrics and shit like that. Now, of course, that sounded old in the 90s. Now that we in the 2017s, I'm like, boy. But then it turned from this track to Gangster Party, which sound very new in how moist it sounds. I mean, the vocalist in Gangster Party, like, damn, this guy more fruity than Little Uzi Ferb, to tell you the truth. Like, damn. Like, yes. I don't know if they were trying to do like a plea or a stretch out to R&B or whatever. But when you have a track that sounds this romantic and moist, and then you add Gangster Party to it, I at least think that it was about to be about some thug chicks or whatever. But no references to bitches, just same old shit. And then you have Let's Work, which is a pretty boring track, but I don't know, that little ding ding, it sounds very oriental to me, like Far East Asian. That's all I have to say. Overall, the performance of Jadakiss is amazing. The other two, they're decent. Now, I don't know. Re-Up, it has this, like, the guy named L Biz. He sounds like a gospel choir singer in the best way. He sounds overall flames. But I'm going to stop it here. Only 4 tracks, a EP. Not really good comeback. But then again, this is an EP. I'm pretty sure that the album, or if they ever make an album, they get more professional producers and shit like that. But overall, the EP, not really that good. I'm going to give this shit a 2. Please like and subscribe. Share the video. Post if you have any ideas in the comment section. And guys, I am out. Locks, forever and shit like that.